What's up, y'all? And happy Sunday to y'all. This is the Tricology News Talk, and this is the Rampage review show. And this is the continuation of Fighter Fest Week 1. So this was a pretty good Rampage show. This is kind of hyping up to Week 2 of Fighter Fest and hyping up depth for Dishonored pay per view coming up this upcoming weekend. And before we could continue on, let's welcome our co-host for this evening, Mr. Leland Benford. What's up, bro?
What is good, everybody? I got allergies really bad today, Trico.
Yeah.
In this Georgia weather, I got allergies really bad. So if I sniffle a couple of times, I do apologize, but this dander is getting to me.
Yeah, this game is getting crazy.
How's the weather in Miami?
It's hot over here, but I will say, yeah, everybody get y'all flu shots. Get y'all flu shot.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I need an allergy shot, man. This is the first year the dander and the pollen in the air kind of really affected me. Like I've been living here just fine, but this year, allergy city.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into the first match. So the House of Black got a new name. So it is now the Kings of the Black Throne. I guess that name is used for Malachi Black and Brody King. I guess that's what they named for the two of them. But I think when Buddy Matthews with them, then they're called House of Black. But for right now, as a tag team with Malachi Black and Brody King, they're called the Kings of the Black Throne. So kind of interesting. But no matter of fact, they did use that name in the PW league when they was teaming up. So
that's their original tag team name. Their group is the House of Black, and that's the organization that can allow more people in. But when they tag team, then it's the Kings of the Black Throne.
Yeah. So the Kings of the Black Throne, they went against the Dark Orders, John Silver and Alistair Reyes. Now, I thought this was going to be a trios match where we had them. Yeah, but this ended up being a tag team match. So it is what it is. But as you guys know,
the card is subject to change.
Yep. I don't know what happened with Adam Page and all that stuff. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. But in the final moments of the match, Reyes got a near fall after that jackknife. After on King with a German suplex from Silver, Black came off the top rope with a drop kick to break up the fall. Silver went for the spinning doctor on Black, who escaped and hit the black mass on Silver to send him out of the ring. Black and King hit Dante's Inferno on Reyes to get the pinfall. So this was a pretty good outing, and I think Dark Order is still in the top 5 as according to the tag team rankings. I think Dark is still in.
I think so. I think they're still up there. I can take a look. I can Google it real quick. But I do think they're up there. But no, this match I thought it was going to be a trios match, but then it wasn't. Yeah, they are the number 4.
Number 4, yeah.
On Silver.
Okay, and then where the House of Black rank at?
Oh wait, this is an old one. They haven't updated it yet. This is before Swerve and won. So before July 13th, or as of July 13th, before Dynamite, they were number 4, and Private Party was number 5. Powerhouse Hobbs was number 2. Keith Lee was number 3, and then FTR was number 1. So I don't know what the current rankings are.
Okay, so this might change after this week. So but after the match, as the Kings of the Black Throne, aka House of Black, walked up to the back, Darby Allin flew off on the top of the entrance tunnel onto Brody King. Sting came out and had a stare down with Black on the entrance stage, which is kind of referred to as a chess match, while Allin and King brawled through the crowd. Now, this gets interesting. But before I get my thoughts on that, let's get into another thing that got this one interesting. After that, Miro wanted to know if his guys sent him to the House of Black to destroy or recruit him. Now, I know that Brody King is in a feud with Darby Allin, but will Miro get in a feud with Malachi Black, or will he be the new member of the House of Black?
No, I don't see the Redeemer being in the House of Black anytime soon. I do see bringing him in a little bit because it's like the House of Black is a trio with Matthew when he's there. Um, but then if you got Darby and Sting and Miro, then they can go against the House of Black, as a temporary, trio team.
That the enemy of the enemy is my friend scenario.
Right.
The enemy of my Yeah, that's a definitely what I see this going.
So that'll be definitely interesting. Now, do I see Sting being in it full time? Nah, Malachi. They'll tear Sting old self apart.
But we'll see. But we got our ROH World Championship match with Jonathan Gresham defending against Lee Moriarty. So they had the ROH presentation with their ring announcer and their one of the commentators who were representing this match. So this was pretty good. But after the break, Excalibur referred to the match as another chess match, and having been as many chess matches itself. But Moriarty got a nice throw suplex out of the armbar. Moriarty hit a great drop kick and got a single underhood suplex with a bridge for a near fall. Gresham kept going to attack Moriarty's arm. Moriarty got another near fall off a cradle, but Gresham trapped him into the octopus and stretched him for the submission. And then after the match, Tony Schiavone interviewed Gresham, who promised to be on AEW Rampage every week. Gresham called himself the best technical wrestler in the world. And after he said that, and before you know it, Claudio came out, who has never held a world championship, came out and taunt Gresham on the stage. And then before you know it, we got our main event for Death Before Dishonor. It will be Jonathan Gresham defending the ROH World Championship against Claudio. Man, I could definitely see this being Claudio's first World Championship win.
So look, I mean, why not? Remember last week we were talking about like it can't be Moriarty and Gresham as the freaking main event, right? Like
No.
that just wasn't gonna fly, and that's why he put that on, Rampage. But Claudio is a name where people might want to buy that pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that match. Gresham versus Claudio. Come on now. And then a return home for Claudio with Ring of Honor. Like, that's dope. Yo, Claudio's about to have a good run. I've seen a lot of people like trying to say, like, give it 2 months, he'll be on Dark. And I'd be like, yeah, and that'd be one of the most watched Dark episodes ever because dude's a freaking star.
Nah, not as long as he's with the Blackpool Comic Club. He's not going to be in Dark anytime
Oh,
soon,
not at
unless
all.
they.
That's coming from that, the haters, AEW haters. They say stuff like I'll be seeing the little memes and stuff. But like that's just them because they're mad because Claudio is gonna have a chance to actually wrestle the kind of match he want to wrestle, cut the promo he want to cut, and then take all the experience that he has and be a superstar over in the Ring of Honor and AEW world.
Yeah, exactly. So this I'm definitely looking forward to this to the main event of Death Before Dishonor. So I definitely see this as Claudio's first World Championship win.
Bro, it doesn't even matter about any of the other matches like right now. It's like it's Briscoe,
are you sure? Are you sure?
Briscoe's FTR, Claudio versus Gresham. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Euler Weeder and Garcia, that's gonna be a banger. But those two right there are the two big main events.
Listen, if Death Before Dishonor can top Super Connor Honor, boy, it's gonna be a great pay per view. And for those who's gonna buy the pay per view, your $30 gonna be worth it. Your $30 gonna be worth it.
Oh, facts. I'm thinking about getting it. That'd be my first Ring of Honor pay per view I ever bought.
Yeah. So definitely
So
looking.
the marketing is working.
Oh yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And after that, Christopher Daniels called out Jay Lethal in the defense of Samoa Joe, and this probably will be a Rampage match for next week. And when I looked at his promo, I saw he got like a red eye on his other eye. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of scary there. That's kind of scary.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked a little rough.
I don't know if that was for real or that was just a character that he's doing. I don't know if that's real.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I didn't even
But
pick that up.
I don't know. But I feel that Christopher Daniels might be in Samoa Joe's corner.
Oh, the
At
eye thing. Yeah, okay. My bad. Now I just figured out what you're talking about. Yeah, he's been doing that like on BTE too, like wearing the red eye. Like I think it's supposed to be like an injury from like that last match he had with the Young Bucks. He's been like just carrying that gimmick over. But he's been doing that on all the BTE videos when he had the BTE belt against Adam Cole. He's been wearing it the whole time.
okay, that makes sense. And but like I mentioned before, I think he's gonna be in Samoa Joe's corner at Death Before Dishonor. I think he will be in
So like to see the fallen angel out there.
Yeah, because Joe's gonna need backup because you got a giant and another a guy in Lethal's in your challenger's corner. Boy, you got a giant.
Yeah, you're gonna need a little bit of help.
Yeah. So after that, we got Chris Statlander and Athena against two another the Regedo sisters, but it's whatever. But Athena and Statlander hit them both with drop kicks before the bell. Athena and Statlander took out Robin out with a cold breaker, out of another electric chair drop. Then Athena hit Charlotte with a old face, her top rope cutter, as you guys already know, with the top rope stunner, for the Eclipse for the pinfall. And then after the match, Leah Gray, who's been watching from ringside with the other baddies, confront Athena. Athena and Statlander attack Gray, but Jade Cargill and Kiana Hogan ran in and saved Gray, taking out both Athena and Statlander easily. It seems like this might have been a plan. Stokely Hathaway had it in mind for Gray, but she basically sacrificed herself so Cargill and Hogan can get the jump on the baby faces. So Cargill seems more pleased with Gray than she was on Wednesday on Dynamite. So does this give Layla Gray her stats as a baddie, or does she still need to prove herself?
I mean, Jade came out to help. Kara and Jade came out to help. You know, at the end of the day, last week I was saying, where is Athena and where is Statlander? And here they go. And they didn't get much TV time. I was a little disappointed that they didn't get much TV time this week. So good to see them focus on the story. It looked like this might be a story just for Rampage. It looked like it's carrying over to Dynamite, which doesn't make sense since Dynamite is like TBS, and she's the TBS champ, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm glad to see them on TV. You know, at least and pay all that money for Athena. Let's have her on TV. But it looks like the baddies like Gray is growing on them. I mean, they came out to help her. They could have just watched her get beat up the whole time, but they came out to help her. So is she kind of a baddie now? Was that her earning her stripes?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but like I said before, this is all leading to either Athena, whoever gets a title match first, was for them to get a title match first on a special Dynamite episode or Rampage episode. It's all going to be the same, no matter what the theme is. But yeah, it's just a matter of who gets the title first, and then like if one fails, then another one will be the actual one to dethrone Jade Cargill. That's the way I see it. But it's just a matter of how it's going to go.
I mean, if it was up to me, Jay to have her streak until at least 100. Nah, I'm just joking. She needs to. It's time to put her, down a notch and pass that belt off. But at the same point in time, if it's working, why mess with it at the same point in time. So having her have a loss, I think it's like the Taker. When Taker lost his streak, he just felt a little weird afterwards. It's like, I guess every streak is meant to be broken. So I think Athena should be the one. She's the one with the most skill, the most experience, and the most name. So I think she should be the one to do it. It's like when Asuka's streak came to an end.
Yeah, and Goldberg is another one.
Right. And I think that I seen something that says she officially passed Goldberg's streak.
Nah, Goldberg had 100.
Now, like official, like on TV wins, because like what they did with the WCW days is like 1 week on Nitro, they'll say he was like 60-0, and then the very next week they'll say he's 80-0. So like they was just kind of like filling in numbers. So as far as the on TV wins, where people actually saw the wins, Jade has passed Goldberg.
Mm.
Interesting, right?
But we'll see. And Let's See There interviewed Lee Moriarty after his loss. Stokely Hathaway interrupted to offer Moriarty his services as a manager, but Matt Seidel chased him off. But Moriarty looked kind of interested at the moment. But Seidel made a match for Lee Moriarty against Dante Martin for week 2 of Fighter Fest on Rampage next week. Martin appeared to shake his hand with Moriarty. I hope this will turn on Seidel next week. So the way I'm saying is that Lee Moriarty and Dante Martin turn on Seidel on this one. But I don't know how it's gonna end next week, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
It'll be a good match though between the two of them, that's for sure.
Yeah. And Tony Schiavone interviewed Billy Gunn and the Gun Club. Billy admitted to treating the Acclaim better than his own sons, but sometimes Daddy A has to drop the hammer. This brought out the Acclaim, who wasn't there to rap, they was out there to fight. Even JR said, "Yo, listen," on commentary. That was funny. And Billy tried to get the Acclaim to scissor him one more time, but Bowens hit Billy with a super kick instead. The Acclaim clotheslined the Gun Club out of the ring, and Matt Caster rapped about Billy Gunn being hung like a tent pole. Bowens challenged the Guns to a match right now, but the Guns declined. The Acclaim were hugely over at this one, so this officially, they are officially a baby faces right now with this segment alone, and this was great.
Yeah, one note about this is they came out of the babyface tunnel in their entrance. They came out in the babyface tunnel. And this is like their babyface gimmick, and I like it. Like their whole the whole setup they had, like the scissor, the build up to the scissor, like that's their babyface gimmick. And I think who I think really helped them in all of this is Billy Gunn. I think Billy Gunn helped them put together their act, put together their gimmick. I mean, who else better to teach than Billy Gunn, member of the DX, who had a whole spiel, like those are the guys who's going to help put together that act that's going to help the Acclaim go off. So when Acclaim, 3 years from now is talking about how they're one of the greatest tag teams, it's going to be all thanks to Billy Gunn.
Yeah, and we just can't wait to see when that match is going to happen. That's it. But so we got a couple of announcements for for week 2 of Dynamite. This coming Dynamite. John Moxley and Wheeler Yuta will face the Best Friends, and Lee Moriarty and Dante Martin was announced for next Friday's Rampage of a week 2 Spider Fest, and then the RH World Championship match was made official. Jonathan Gresham will defend against Claudio. So so in the pre-match main event promo, Private Party made it known that they were having a hard time getting a hold of Andrade, but they did see pictures of the wedding. El Idolo and Jose display all the matches that they took off of the Lucha Brothers over the last the few weeks. So
then Mark Henry hit that line. It's time for the main event.
But listen, I don't understand this. Like, why Andrade is back with Private Party? Like, I don't understand this. I thought we were over this. Like Private Party, they need to be on their own or be with somebody else. Like, I don't understand this.
I don't get it either. I think it's time. Why like the main event could have just been Private Party versus Phoenix and I mean the Lucha Bros. So yeah, I don't get it either. I'm with you on that one. It's time for them to separate and be their own team again.
Yeah, but we all know this is leading to the Lucha Bros against Andrade and Rush, and then Private Party was just a third wheel in this situation. They're just a third.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
But after the break, Penta hit a sling blade for Tears of World backbreaker to take control. He got the tag for Phoenix, who threw Isaiah Cassidy for a reverse powerbomb with a leg drop Mark Quinn at the same time. Cassidy hit a crossbody on the Phoenix while he was on Quinn's shoulders for the near fall. Private Party hit a Tommy drop to a near Uranagi. Penta tried to come out the top ropes with a crossbody and slipped badly. Penta hit Cassidy with a Gamer Girl into the corner, then used a Death Valley driver to send Quinn to Cassidy in the corner. Penta got a near fall on Quinn at the Made in Japan for a near fall. Jose jumped in onto the ring apron to distract Penta, but Ambrose pulled him off the apron and started a brawl. Penta super kicked Andrade off the ring apron. Rush ran in and tried to attack Penta behind the referee's back. The interference backfired, though. I think that was kind of like the idea for Rush threw Penta into Quinn, but the momentum turned into a Canadian destroyer on Mark Quinn. Phoenix then hit the Black Fire driver onto Quinn and then got the pinfall there. So after the match, there was a dissension between Andrade, Rush, and Private Party. There was,
and that's why Private Party need to be on the own. I will say during this match, man, Private Party didn't look as good as I wanted them to look. It was a couple of missed spots, a couple of botches, and I really believe in Private Party as a tag team, but I do feel like they need to be, a little more serious. I think in the tag team division that they're in, I think it's time to kind of have more of a serious take to these guys and like I said, like break them away from everybody, let them go on their own path, but also see a little bit, more of a serious side to these guys. And I think they'll be able to stand out a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, I love Isaiah when he screams and everything. But I don't want them to just be a clown act, every time they come out there. Because I want people to really take them serious because they're hell of talents.
Yeah, the main event was kind of sloppy. They weren't on the same page at times, and the finish was kind of messy at times. But Gresham and Moriarty match didn't do it for me until Cardio came out, and then like, oh yeah, that got me excited for the pay-per-view. But what's really got me excited, and if you guys go to the AEW YouTube page, you'll see the table discussion with FTR and the Briscoes where they share a drink, and then the agreed on to be a 2 out of 3 falls match
Ooh,
for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. So you guys go check that out on the AEW's YouTube page. Yeah, it'll be a great 6 minute videos of your life. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
nice, nice. I gotta go look at that. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, go check that out. I'm like, oh my god, that got intense.
So, what do you think about Rampage?
Um, it was okay. Like, the only good match out of this was the House of Black and the and Dark Order, and that's it.
Okay, I like that. I think that was a good match. I did like the Gresham and Moriarty match. I think it was very technical. I like the back and forth, the chain wrestling. Um, really excited about Claudio being in Death Before Death Before Dishonor. So I'm looking forward to that now. And yeah, the Acclaim thing was nice. I like to see their babyface gimmick come together. Main event, a little sloppy, but it is what it is. Time for Private Party to be on their own and be their own team again, I think. But other than that, pretty dope. I like a pretty good episode. I was entertained. Oh, and I like the Athena was on TV for 3 minutes. I need it to be 10 minutes next time, please.
Yeah, but we can't wait for week 2 of Fighter Fest, and it's definitely it's shaping up to be another great show, and leading up to Death Before Dishonor. So we'll see you before then. But for right now, he's Leland, and I'm Trico, and we're signing off, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Peace.
And we'll see you on Wednesday.